In Recluse, after being summoned back to her childhood home to care for her bedridden father, Joan, played by Sasha Frolova, must confront the unearthed demons of her family's past and contend with the home's dark, malevolent energy that is both unseen and, much to her horror, seen. Recluse is directed by Henry Chaisson, and this film is his directorial debut, and Recluse debuted at the 2026 Tribeca Film Festival. Recluse is a film that really didn't work for me at all, but I will go through what I did like about this film. The central performance playing Joan is Sasha Frolova, and she is quite good in the film. And I think technically this director knows how to direct a film. Technically this film is sound. It looks great. The sound design, because in this film the lead character Joan, she is, for like TV or films, she is like a sound engineer. And so throughout this film, the director uses sound in a whole wide variety of ways. And the lead character Joan, when she goes back to her childhood home, she's using this like sound equipment to listen to the house and stuff like that. So the sound design and technical aspects of this film are pretty damn good. I did think this film was a little bit intriguing for about 20 minutes or so, maybe half an hour or so, but then it started to get a little bit repetitive. And I have to admit, some of the plot details that I'm trying to explain now maybe not be correct, because I did watch the whole film, but I just found my interest in the film after maybe 45 minutes just waning. I just lost interest in these characters, lost interest in what was going on, because I just had trouble paying attention to. It's just a very dull movie. It's just that the script, the film technically is very good, but the script is very not very good. I just didn't find the story of Joan going back to her childhood home, and then this house is kind of like a whole character and then there's her disappearance of her mother who was crazy, and her father played by Xander, Berkeley, is in like a mummy makeup the whole movie. It doesn't really have much of an impact in this film, and the central character keeps talking about her past, and there's like people in the house who used to work for her father, and there's like a little romance with a younger man she used to hang out with when she was a kid. It's just, and a lot of the things that this film is doing just is borrowing from other films. There's nothing fresh about this film. It's just borrowing elements from other films and doesn't really bring anything new to the table. So by about halfway through this film, I pretty much checked out this film. I was quite bored because it just keeps repeating the same thing over again. It's just Joan going to the house, and then the house is doing something weird, and then she wakes up from a dream because she dreamt something and actually it's not real, it's just a dream, or she meets someone from the past and they bring such trouble. So it keeps repeating the same thing over and over again, and I just found her story less and less interesting as the film goes on. And then in the final turns of the film, it turns into this kind of like thriller where we find out what really happened to her father, and it's one of the characters in this film who actually did something to her father, and this whole like big chase thing, and then it turned into a whole different film at the end of the film. I give Recluse 2 stars out of 5. Technically, this film is pretty sound. The sound design and the cinematography in this film is pretty good, and the lead performance by Sasha Frolova is quite good. And this film is a little bit intriguing for a little bit, but then it just starts to get repetitive and just doesn't bring anything new to this type of haunted house, scary type of film. So yeah, I was quite bored by this film. I pretty much checked out by the halfway mark of this film because it just kept repeating the same thing over and over again. So unfortunately, Recluse was a bit of a disappointment for me. Thanks for watching. What do you think of Recluse? Please comment below what you thought of the film. See you next time. Bye.